You want to learn how to buy real estate without using any of your own money? In today's video, I'm going to share the exact strategies and techniques on how you can purchase properties without breaking the bank. Regardless of where you're at in your real estate investing journey in 2024, this video is for you. What's up, guys? My name is Ben Lovero, and over the past few years, I have successfully purchased tons of real estate using other people's money, and I've helped countless other investors do the same. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the strategies on how you can buy property with no money down and kickstart your journey to wealth building and start building your portfolio. Now, you don't need piles of cash laying around to break into the real estate investing game. A lot of people think that this is the case, and it could not be further from the truth. I'm going to explain how you can use different creative financing strategies to start investing without touching your own savings. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what you need to get started. I'm going to tell you a quick story about a property that we purchased about 4 months ago. Now, this is a multifamily unit downtown Greenwood, South Carolina. At the time, one of my buddies, who is a local wholesaler, sent the property to us and said, "Hey, I've got an interesting looking multifamily deal that you might want to look at." When I pulled up and I met him on site, the backside of this house was literally caving in so much to the point that the foundation was failing. Now, my first instinct was run. Right? The property was super distressed, and I didn't have the confidence at the time to actually go in there and fix a property that was leaning like this. However, my contractor met me on site, and as we looked at the scope of work, he was like, "Hey, no worries. My team can handle a project of this magnitude." And so it was with his confidence and skills that I knew I'd be able to come in here and stabilize it. It all came down to what the numbers looked like. When you buy real estate, you want to make sure that you're buying low, selling high, buying low, stabilizing, and renting. The cash flow has to make sense. At the end of the day, that is the most important equation when you're looking at these real estate deals. But if you have a good deal, money will find it. Meaning, as long as you have the property secured at a good equity position, there's tons of capital in the marketplace that's anxious to be deployed on good real estate investing deals. Now, I share that story because that's a perfect example of where there was a big property, a big purchase that I didn't have the liquid capital to come in and make it happen, but one of my private money lenders was willing to partner on the deal. We took it down, and now the construction phase is about 80% complete, and we'll have it rented out and stabilized over the next couple of months. I'm going to go ahead and share my whiteboard real quick so that we can go over some of these applicable strategies. Okay, so number one, private money lenders. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of capital in the marketplace ready to be deployed. Now, a lot of these lenders want to make sure that you have the experience breaking in, which is why it's good to connect and squad up with other local investors who can help you walk through that process. There's tons of experienced teams who you can collaborate with, and let's say you partner on your first deal with them, you can start to build the experience that you can leverage, and at the end of the day, that's the number one thing that the private money lenders are looking out for. The second creative way that you can get into real estate without using any of your own money is seller finance. Now, seller finance, in its simplest form, is where the seller is holding the note. The seller is essentially the bank. So instead of paying cash up front for the property, if you're direct to seller, you can negotiate creative terms. "Hey, Mr. Seller, your house might not be a good fit for a cash offer. However, I may be able to pay you a little bit more if you're willing to meet me on terms." If the seller's willing, then you can start breaking down the terms and you can enter into some of these deals with zero money down, zero money out of pocket. Seller holds the note, you can get a tenant in place, start renting out the property, and the cash flow from the tenant is what pays the landlord. The third way that you can get into real estate without any of your own money is lease options. Now, there's two types of lease options that we're not going to go into deep detail with in this video. You've got a sandwich lease option, which is where you have a lease agreement with the property owner that you can sublease it out to another tenant. In this case, you get the lease, you can go ahead and lease with an option to purchase. From there, you can market it to a new buyer. The buyer comes in, puts down the down payment. You can make additional income with the down payment on the front side, and you can wrap it and start making monthly cash flow with that as well. Or there's a straight lease option where you're just collecting a larger lump sum with down payment in the beginning of the deal and simply handing the lease over, assigning it to the new tenant, right? So two ways that you can execute that. And lastly, partnerships. You guys hear me say this a lot, but real estate is a team sport, and together we all achieve more. Some of the best deals that I have done have resulted from partnerships. Because we're active operators and we do a lot of business in the South Carolina market, a lot of real estate investors will bring us their deals, right? There's a lot of different ways that we can structure these things, put the numbers together, and everybody wins at the end of the day. Guys, real estate is one of those industries that as long as you build good relationships, there's tons of opportunity to collaborate. There's tons of opportunity for everyone to make money. And this is the gift that keeps on giving. So what is your next step from here? Simple, guys. You got to go out there and find a property. Find a good opportunity that you're able to get under contract at a good equity position. As long as you can lock down that contract and secure your equitable interest in the property, then figuring out how you can line up the money or structure the deal in the form of a seller finance, there's tons of opportunity to maximize value as long as you have control over that property. Now, we'll dive deeper into every single one of these methods in some more of the videos so that you guys can make sure that you continue to grow your knowledge. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and check out the links in the description so that you can stay up to date with some of the newer trainings and the newer information that we're releasing about the real estate investing space. I appreciate you guys for hanging in there. Excited to watch you start winning and achieve your real estate investing goals. Remember, you don't have to spend your own money to buy property. There's tons of creative ways that you can get into the real estate investing game without breaking the bank. And this, my friends, is your path to financial freedom. I'll see you on the other side.